What's up, everyone? Sorry, the last video cut out, so I'm going to make this into a part 1 and part 2. This is part 2 of my Tramadol post-acute withdrawal journey that I wanted to discuss with everyone, and where I ended was how I was talking about the importance of being in some sort of group, if it's online or even AA or NA, being in a social environment where you can relate to others. Once again, I'm so sorry that cut out, but this is part 2. And I'll make it a part 1 and part 2 video. And I only have about 5 to 10 minutes left that I wanted to discuss real quick. But outside of really making sure you have a good social environment, which that's why I'm creating this channel, understanding your own thoughts and perceptions on why you are using, or what caused you to use. And it could be biological, it could be family trauma. There's so many aspects to it. You'll start to understand more when you're in my opinion, when you start talking to others, and when you're diarying. I meant, journaling, which I talked about in the importance of journaling, getting your thoughts down, and making sure you're changing your schedule up. So if you used to stay up all night, try to go to bed early and change your times if you can. Change your times, meaning if you used to get up at 3 in the afternoon and go to bed like at 4 in the morning, try to go to bed at 9 or 10 at night. It'll be hard at first, so you wake up at 7, so you're changing it up. I've noticed for me, getting up earlier and kind of getting the smell of the new day is another big aspect that has really helped me. And how I wanted to end this video in one way is and this is some stuff that I found interesting as well. What exactly are the qualities that define us as us, for example? And what qualifies us in the act of trying to stay sober? So if you've just slipped and you were clean for, up however long, these are things you can write down and remind yourself in this journey. First, you have one more chance. If you wake up the next day, you have another breath of life. You have another chance to get clean, so take advantage of it. So what are some of the qualities that can define us? Are we show up every day, we show up no matter what, we stay on the job all day, meaning it can be tough whatever we're doing, but at the end of the day, we're staying clean for us. It's all about staying clean. Nothing else can trump that. We are committed over the long haul. The stakes for us are high and real. They are, because if we continue to relapse, at some point, it will be the end for us. We accept, we do not over-identify with our jobs, meaning if we're feeling like your job or whatever is a negative influence in your life, we need to get out of that setting. I know at first it might not be for a money priority if you're working during this, but long term, you have to change your environment if that's what's stimulating you, or friends that is stimulating you to relapse. We have a sense of humor during recovery. And I know I've been talking really serious a lot, but that is one thing. It's okay to laugh. You'll feel, because when I was going through my addiction, I felt numb. It was just all about using. You'll notice, you'll start watching things you never thought you liked, and you'll notice your sense of humor will start coming back. Don't be afraid of that. Embrace it. When I really started getting better for me, it's still hard to this day, I noticed the state that I started going back to, you almost feel like you're a kid again when you're really making time in your recovery. You notice these things that weren't funny to you. And I'm not like watching a movie you're not thinking about using. You can actually enjoy a movie, things like that, or a book. We receive praise or blame in the real world. Now, this is really important. We receive praise, meaning in that regard, there's going to be some that are going to love what we're doing, and there's going to be some that are going to hate us. But remember, the haters, the people, if there's anyone hating on you during this recovery or what you're going through, if this is drug recovery, if this is your mental health you're taking serious, you know why they're being haters? Because they couldn't do it. They see something in you. If you're truthfully bettering yourself, they're scared of what you can become. That's the same how it is in the job force. Somebody who's typically hating on you in the job force and you're working hard, they're doing it because they see you as a threat to them. So embrace it. That's how it will be. That's the real world in everything. And lastly, a professional dedicates himself to mastering his technique. And what this means is every day, and this is why journaling, I challenge you after the first week of you getting sober, and from then on every day, learning something new. If that's reading a page of a book, if that's reading the Bible, if that's buying a guitar and just every day learning how to play a new note, if it's going to play sports, running, do it. It will better you. You will notice how much more you can do. Because when you're an addict, you're very stagnant in what you're doing. It's just the same thing. I'm telling you, you will recognize how much more you can do that will benefit you. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. And once again, there's a part 1 to this. It cut off, and I couldn't make it. I couldn't remake the first one. Because I don't go through and edit and whatnot. I just kind of tell you how I feel, things I've written down, notes that have helped me. And it's hard for me to go back and do it again. This is just what was inspiring me and I really wanted to talk about today. And once again, this channel covers a lot of things. Mental health, just anything mental health wise, drug wise. I'm an RN, I can answer questions you have. But if you are more interested in my Tramadol journey, I've got a couple other videos that were earlier in my recovery where I was talking about supplements and stuff I used. So that'll wrap up this video. I'll be doing another video sometime this week. I'm going to kind of feel out the topic that I want to discuss, but I might do another. Once again, I said I might do like a Tramadol series, Tramadol withdrawal series on early Tramadol withdrawal, my recovery. I might do one earlier, like how my story before I started using. I think I'm just going to do a whole Tramadol journey from start to finish and where I am currently, because it's still a daily battle. Once again, this is your daily dose of mental health. Please like and subscribe to the channel. There should be the subscribe in that bottom right hand corner. I love you all. Put a comment down on anything that you have, any opinions you have, and let's beat this together. This is supposed to be a community where we can all just discuss things, especially during the times we're in right now. I love you all. I'll get back to comments. I haven't been on here in a while, but I'm planning on getting back into the groove of things. I haven't ignored comments or anything. I've just really been really busy, not been able to be on YouTube, but I will get back to everyone this week. I love you all. Let's kick ass.